Hello, I just want to make a little video on a CAT 3412, and this pertains to any of the 3400 series, any of these V12s, V8s. Probably could use it on 4 cylinders also, but I'm putting in new plungers and barrels on this engine, and here she is back here. Look at that thing. And at any rate, so the lifters have this little tab, alignment tab, and there's probably 7 of them that are broke off. There is a trick to putting this together. You have to take off the governor as a whole assembly. And it's not, don't be too scared to take this thing apart. Don't take the governor apart, but the top piece here, I'm going to show you here. At any rate, so this top plate right here, so we can turn a light on here. Red light. So this is the governor assembly. This, you take this top part off. There's a little keeper. Let's see, where are you? This guy right here. This fits on here. There's a spring goes on right there first, and this little part fits on here, and you just put it down so it's flush to the top of this pin. Take that off first, then you can slide this whole assembly off. Then you pull this, all these bolts off, pull this thing out. There's a tab on the bottom and an alignment drive shaft right here, this drive shaft. There is, inside of the rack, let's see if you can see in there. Here's the 2 rack bars. And your plungers and barrels are here. If you can see that. At any rate, so in here, I have marked 2 lines there and there for this rack travel. So as you're putting these in, if there's no pin, you take your, I just use a screwdriver. Let's see here. Yo, I have a light, sorry. I put the screwdriver in this hole, the rack slid ahead, push it all the way in, and that's just the number 3 Phillips. Then I slide it, slide the rack back till it hits the screwdriver, and that is your position where you drop these plungers and barrel assemblies in. Any rate, if you look in there on my marker lines, there's a line here, and this is right in the center. You could put a mark there too if you wanted to, but once you put your plunger in and barrel assembly in, you pull this back out, and then you take your rack bar and you travel all the way to make sure it lines exactly up with that line and exactly up with that line. And then you know that that plunger is in correctly. And you can also see down here, there is your rack and pinion. There's a pinion gear on the bottom. Will actually bottom out on this rack. And if you go the other way, you can see this one is bottomed out, so that you know that it's, you know, that one there, it's the same, is traveling the same distance. So hope this helps. Good luck on your V12 CAT engines.